Today I'm going to break down how this Amazon to eBay dropshipper is making £7,000 a month, which is a little bit less than 10,000 USD a month. So you can see on his account, he sold 59,000 items. He has 99.9% positive feedback, 2,000 followers, which is pretty cool. He only has 5,300 items, which is crazy, right? So these are his sales here. This was in the month of February, so February 2026. You can see in the last 7 days, he done almost £16,000 in sales. In the last 31 days, he did 64,000, almost 65,000 in sales. And he's doing on average around like 1,500 to 2,000 a day, right? 15%. He has a 15% profit margin, which is not great. It's just the way that he runs things. And we'll kind of, I guess later in the video, I'll kind of show you why, or I think it'll be the next thing that we actually go on to. But essentially, he has 15% profit margin. So yeah, I guess that's one of the things to kind of note. So kind of going on from the 15% profit margin, or why does he have a 15% profit margin? It's because all of his items are sniped. So this guy does not bulk list, he does not do product sub, he only snipes items. This account is on the UK market, by the way. So he sold this item for £10.88. He sold it 50 times. It's in 9 people's baskets. If I go into Amazon, it's £7.89, right? So this guy only snipes items around like 35-40% markup in this item, but it just depends on I guess what items he's sniped from other drop shippers, right? So profit on this is not going to be the best after eBay fees. I guess the general consensus is we want to list more expensive stuff because the profit's better. However, this guy is, I guess, like the polar opposite, right? He's willing to get 100, 200 orders a day at £1 profit each, right? Or £2 profit, or even 50 pence profit, or 10 pence profit. So number one, it shows you how powerful sniping is, because if you replicate what this guy did, you're going to get the same numbers as him. 5,000 sniped items. Imagine you did 10,000 sniped items, right? There's a few problems which I'll go into in a second, but yeah, it just kind of shows you how powerful sniping really is. So back to his listing, I blurred his profile and his, I guess, profile picture, but if you really want to find his account, you can, I guess, copy his title and paste it in, right? So yeah, this is just an example of one of his items. Now, this account is getting 250 orders a day, right? So if I go back to the sales here, it's getting 250 orders a day. It's making £7,000, 10,000 USD a month. So his average order value on each of his items is £8, right? So 250 sales a day, around £8 is his average order price. So he's not selling anything crazy expensive. He's not selling like high ticket items. Simply just sniped items, the same way that we do the sniping method, right? 25 to 50. That's how many Amazon accounts he's going to need, and this is why I'm not really a big fan of this method, because you need to mass create Amazon accounts. Now, if you have the time, then this is such a great method, right? Like it can replace like a full-time income. If you have one account doing these numbers, you can basically make it full-time, make it a full-time thing, right? And the only downside is the Amazon accounts, right? And the reason it says 25 to 50 is because this guy here does 10 orders per day per Amazon account, not 5, right? So if you're going to do 5, you're going to need 50 accounts. You're going to do 10, and you're going to have 25 accounts. So you will need to mass create accounts to do this method. But what it does mean is, even if you don't have 5,300 items, let's say you have half, right? Let's say you have, 2,675 items, right? Or whatever 50% of that is. You can still do great profit. Yeah, you're not going to make the 7,000, but if we just kind of, I guess, take 50%, you can make 3,500, 4,000 pound, right? And instead of getting, 250 orders a day, get 125, right? And instead of needing 25 Amazon accounts, you'd only need 12 to 13, or at worst 25 instead of 50, right? So does this method work? Yes. Will you get insane results if you do it? Yes. Is it a little bit unsustainable and a headache to make all the Amazon accounts? Yeah, it is. So Do I recommend this method? If you have the time and you know you can spend like multiple hours a day on the business, and yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea. Maybe you could do products up instead and get these numbers with the same amount of listings, but you're only getting like 50 orders a day. I'm not 100% sure if it will work on the UK market, right? Key things to note with this method: you need to be a top rated seller. This method won't work if you're just above standard, because the fees on these items are going to take you down to like 12% profit margin, right? And yeah, the numbers look good on here. You're doing 15,000. If you're running a 10% profit margin, and it's not great, right? Especially if you have another 20, 25, 50 Amazon accounts that you're paying Amazon Prime on, right? So you need to have top rated sellers so you're getting less fees and you're also getting more sales as well. But yeah, this is essentially, I guess, the sniping method and the true results of it if you do sniping in bulk and do so much volume, right? So yeah, that's basically, I guess, the end of the video. But hopefully that shows you how powerful sniping is.